Hello and welcome everybody to day number 2 of week number 6 of the Smite World Championship qualifiers, which is the European region today. And certainly a lot of matchups to watch. The seeding points have been mixed up a little bit. Actually, a lot of first and second swapping back and forth. The newer teams coming out, Worth and I5 as well. So certainly a lot of things to look forward to. What are you looking forward to today, Hindu Man?
I'm looking forward to how crazy today's song is going to be, Driver, because I think this week is going to be really important. As in, this could be the difference between actually making it to the LAN or not.
Right.
Because this is the one where the teams like Bloody Tech, Agilitas, and SK Gaming have their chance still to get themselves in the running. At the same time, if Cloud9 or TSM or I5 or Worth slip up again, then it's really going to make it wide open for those teams to take those spots. So.
Well, yeah, that's right. I mean, week 6 out of 10. We have, 4 more weeks total after this one before all of a sudden we're all set for the regionals. And so these teams really have to kind of put it together. Today is actually the day of roster locking as well. So not all the teams have been checked in today. Everything is set in stone. Your roster cannot change. No additions to be made, and obviously no big additions or swaps between teams. This all been locked in now, and so these teams are what they're going to be as we go through the qualifiers and finish off with the regionals. Now, of course, for the teams that don't really make it into the regionals, we're going to have opportunities for them to come back into the running for Worlds in January. But at the same time, I think really people have to take into the fact that it's not just North America and Europe anymore. We have teams that are, coming up in Latin America. We have teams that are coming up in China, and all of a sudden the whole world is involved, and they have a bigger stage to worry about.
Yeah, exactly. So they're going to have to keep their eyes on what the tournaments are going like in China and South America as well, because when those teams start playing, you're going to start to see some different metas evolving. I mean, we saw a little bit out of China as well, Drybear, just before the tournament of some teleport strat metas coming out as well, which I really like the look of, because you get these opportunities to try and gank, from behind when it's least expected. So, we might see some interesting play, or some gods that are underrated in the current metas in EU and NA just sneak in there. Maybe Arachne hype train could begin,
Oh, no.
I can dream, right?
Not the bug.
Why are we waiting though, Drybeard?
Anything else but the bug.
I want to ask one question. What's with the Drybeard? Like,
what's the dry beard?
we were
Total
supposed
accident.
to be forehead brothers, man. We were supposed to be team forehead, and you've gone and joined team Beardo. I don't
It
understand
just came
why.
out of nowhere. See, the biggest thing about beards is like, to grow a beard, you just have to be lazy.
I
You
feel
just have
left
to
out.
not like you have to not do something. You have to not shave. It's not asking you to do something, and so just being lazy long enough,
Laziness.
eventually you just have a beard. So
I see. And the second question I have for you while we're waiting for the teams in the thingy: how many wacky, waving, arm flailing, inflatable tube men do you think we'll see today?
Honestly, I would prefer to see a lot more tier monster ward icons. I think throwing those in there with that green little eyeball, certainly a better choice. But the whacking, wavy, inflatable, flailing are two mans are
Get it wrong.
a
You said it wrong.
very
You
cool
get it right.
choice. We also saw the football skin yesterday.
It's football. Football. It's not football. We don't have this random accent. Remember, football.
Football.
It's football.
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 Yeah, from your area.
What are you
Down
talking about?
south,
How do you say
may not be
American
the same
football?
thing.
How
Are
do
you
you
just
say
saying
American
that
football? How
everyone
do you
has
say
to
American
conform
football?
to your standards, Hindu man? Is that what it is?
Am
Everyone
I
has to go
speaking?
over to
Am I speaking
England and
English?
Great Britain and have
Am
to
I
do the same
speaking
thing you
English?
do, huh?
Am I speaking English?
Okay.
Did it originate in my country?
Can be
Football.
adapted.
Football.
Can be adapted.
Pushball.
Hmm? Football.
Pushball. It's too happy.
Well,
It's like
accent or
Norwegian.
The U. There's an accent.
There's no you.
What do you know about Norwegian, huh?
Huh? I know a
Say
bit.
say
It's
Ul's
all
name.
singing
Say
and
it.
dancing Norwegian.
Say it. Say Ul's name.
Say whose?
Ul.
Ul.
Okay. Say it the
Say-
Swedish way.
Say Janus.
Do it.
Say Janus. See, that's
He's so
how we say
happy.
it. Janus.
We did see Janus actually yesterday. Did actually pretty well. A lot of damage coming out there, a lot of good combinations as well. And I think the biggest thing that we saw, a little bit surprising actually, is the fact that his threshold allowed his teammates to move very quickly. Of course, putting on the ground, his teammates move over, they'll all get a movement speed increase. And so they were able to get, I think it was 6 towers total. So 3 towers and 3 phoenixes just on that final push with the Fire Giant buff, because Janus was able to get them through walls with the portals, was able to get them around with the threshold increased movement speed, and also allowed them to move around. So Janus has more applications that we saw yesterday than just the pure damage he's able to do. But it looks like we're going to be hopping into the game pretty shortly here. Certainly a lot of choices to be made. If you're wondering what matchup we're going to be watching, this is going to be Heroes and Zeros versus Carry Shot. A little bit newer teams on the front front end, but I think this is a great chance for them to show themselves today.
I think it's that. No, I think we're going into Bigg BOiis versus Kappara. Kappara.
Apparently,
Kappara. It's been changed on us,
things
drive there.
change last
Production
second,
once
and we're not allowed
again.
to be told things.
Don't make me rage again, please. Production, please.
It's okay.
Tell us these things. One thing to note, though,
Apparently
Driver, as we go into these picks and bans here, is over these past few weeks, we have seen Warrior bans out, but then all the bans be focused on Warriors, but then the Warrior changes happened. As someone said in chat today, shout out to Joachim for this one, but the Warrior Red Wedding happened, and that became a thing. But then I was like, I was really impressed with that. I like that one, so I thought, I'll steal off him, and he knows, so it's okay. But then we saw a lot of mages get focused out. Then we saw yesterday Guardians being the main focus. So it'll be interesting to see what EU chooses to do. At the moment, those bans,
Well,
have
very
not been
clearly,
focused on
Kumakarna
Guardians.
picked first here. That's going to be your Garden choice. I mean, he's been doing so incredibly well. The setup potential with him is just impossible to deal with. His high mobility and the fact that he has his passive means that he can go in willy-nilly in a lot of situations, much akin to the way Sun Wukong used to with his ultimate. The fact that you can go down into your passive, put people to sleep, that sleep lasts for an eternity.
Wait,
In response here on the right side, Kappara's going to go for Poseidon. It's not. No, it's not.
It's 3.5 seconds at max
It's a
level.
million years. It's a million years. It's a million. Poseidon and Thor locked in here, and across the way, Ra and Artemis together on Bigg BOiis. And Kappara has one more choice to make.
Kappara do have one more choice to make, and with Ra being taken away, what will they pick? Will they pick up Yarus? We will see, because they've already picked up Poseidon at the moment, so the next question is, what else will they pick? It's going to be Athena. Picked up, and I like the Athena pick against Kumbhakarn. She has a pretty good matchup against him overall, in terms of when he comes in with the throwback, she can use the taunt. So Kumbhakarn has to play the lane very, very carefully during the early stages, otherwise he can get himself caught out of position because of it.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, it's difficult for certain characters to get that mobility. I mean, characters like Artemis as well, Ra has the movement speed, but not necessarily any way to get away if he gets jumped on. Poseidon doesn't have the movement speed that he used to, but Thor's got that high movement speed, that high mobility across the map. Global Ultimate, obviously, or near Global Ultimate, about a third of the map or so. So certainly very high mobility from him. Biggest thing along those lines is that Thor can dunk into the mid lane. Poseidon can react with the ultimate right on top of whoever's going to the mid lane. Imagine it wouldn't be Ra, but it certainly could be depending on how they want to set up the solo lane here. So second round of bans coming out here. Isis is going to be banned away, and then of course Apollo banned in response. They're going to get Neath out of it. Shutting down Apollo is a great choice, and obviously with the Artemis already being selected, they want to get that big split push power of Apollo out of the board. Neath being locked in response and back over. I'm surprised to see them going for this.
There's no Osiris pick either. I'm really confused by this.
True.
Like, Osiris not being picked up. I actually think Osiris is stronger than Scylla, personally. I just think Scylla, everyone's so used to seeing Scylla now. They expect it to be so strong. But Mercury and Habwa,
she's a monster.
He is a monster, yeah, but I think Osiris is broken, literally. Like, his limbs fall off and everything.
He's very okay. That's true. He is the broken guy.
He's broken,
but he's very strong, and I think he's been a sleeper for a long time. And obviously, we saw a lot of effectiveness late game or yesterday in a lot of the games being played there. But I think the biggest thing for him is that he's very powerful early if utilized properly. I think it's the biggest thing for people when Osiris first came out is they were just farming without realizing that he's got a great slow. He's got a great stun. Ultimate hits for like a lot of damage and reduces a lot of people who rely on healing overall. Reduces their healing down to 0, and so it's like a built-in weakening curse. Across the way, we're going to have Mercury and Habwa locked in for Bigg BOiis, like you mentioned, Hindu. And so a lot of late game potential damage here. Habwa, Artemis, and Mercury together, all very strong carries. 2 of those being hyper carries, actually Mercury and Habwa, and Artemis just being really, really good late game. Single target damage. They got a lot of damage here, and characters like Poseidon, Neath, Thor all need to be very careful. Even Chang'e has to be careful here. So Chang'e will be the last choice for Kappara, and that's going to round things out for them. Now, their team is a little bit more balanced as far as utility. Athena ultimate, Thor ultimate, they got Chang'e for the big stun, Neath ultimates. They have 3 abilities that can go nearly across the entire map or across the entire map, depending on who you look at there, and then Poseidon for pure damage. So Kappara has less to worry about as far as making sure their synergy works because they have a lot of good foundation there, but they have to be very careful because if Bigg BOiis plays the long game, the damage is going to be so much for them to handle.
The scariest thing on Bigg BOiis team is the fact Kumbhakarna can set up every single ultimate from Bigg BOiis team. on any of them. Into the Crushing Wave, into the Raw Searing Pain,
Ooh.
into the Artemis Trap plus Ball combination, and then you've got Mercury, you know, on top of that, just bursting through your team. It's so painful.
Just punching
So
people.
they have to be careful about positioning. But as you say, you know, the Kappara team fight seems stronger. You know, with the Chunga Waxing Moon, and then you've got the Thor Dunk. It's going to be an interesting one on paper. It looks quite balanced. The biggest thing for me is where is Ra going to go in Chunga? Because Chunga really wants to face off against Ra and not Herbois. So maybe if I was Bigg BOiS, I'd probably rotate. But if I was Kappara, I'd probably send Chunga mid and put Poseidon in the solo, expecting Ra to go in the mid lane. And Poseidon against Herbois also has a good matchup. So
Possibly. Yeah, possibly, and certainly there are a lot of ways to beat Chunga as a Ra or vice versa there. So we'll see what they do as we hop into the match, guys. We'll cut to a brief break, and we'll be right back with the first matchup of the day. The round of 32 is underway right here. Bigg BOiS versus Kappara. We'll see you soon. Hey everyone, and welcome back to the round of 32 between Bigg BOiS and Kappara. These two teams are heading up against each other in a best-of-1 single elimination to see who can make it to the round of 16. Let's go to cover the players and who's playing what way they're going for what team. The bottom side of the map, the green grass, defending the Titan of Order. You have the Bigg BOiS. DeWaffles on Kumbhakarn, chasing down this Athena in the front side here. Oiler on Ra, Town on Mercury, Artemis played by ZZs, and of course Motley on Hobwa. But here comes some damage. He has a lot of
damage coming out, and it looks like he really is in trouble. Kumbhakarn, but going to survive for the most part. Now Town going aggressive, so Gome King gets hit quite badly, and the trade goes neither way really. Both supports end up taking the most damage there, Dry.
Yeah, well, they're all going to head home here a little bit early. So of course, 30 seconds left until the actual jungle camp spawn. 16 seconds until the minions spawn themselves. A lot of things they can do here, but that was just a bit of a wash.
So, might as well. Did you finish off casting the rest of Bigg BOiS and introducing them all, or did you already get to? I think you already got to Kumbhakarn. Is that right?
We got all the way through Bigg BOiS.
You got through. Okay, so on the other side of the map, we did just see Lock Step on Neath, Gome King on Athena, Gethon on Chunga, the All Cookie, I like that, on Poseidon, and Crystal Bell on Thor in the Jungle.
Thor in the jungle. Thor's been picking up a lot of speed recently, playing very powerful. Since the animation changed to his Mjolnir's Entombment, coming out much faster, the travel time much faster as well, means that he can hit it a little bit easier, and of course players are now maxing out that ability in favor of Berserker Barrage because it's a lot easier to hit that combo. For those of you who don't know, if Mjolnir's Entombment hits on the way out, it will do double damage to gods on the way back, and so a lot of damage potential. Essentially the ability is hitting 3 times total the number you see on the damage tooltip, and so a lot of potential burst on squishy characters. Left side, some push coming out here. Looks like Kumbhakarn and Artemis are having trouble keeping up.
They do. Well, Kumbhakarn had to go back to base after the initial fight, and when he went back, it meant that Kappara's duo lane were able to take mid camps and their blue buff before Bigg BOiS could even get their blue buff down and get the push on to make it even. So slight experience advantage in favor of Kappara here.
Mid lane, see Ra healing up that wave against Poseidon. Ra is a terrible character to deal with as any mage in the mid lane, as a lot of times you really have to deal with the heal on top of everything. Left side taunt on Artemis, bringing her close together. There's the backflip on 2. Might have a spear error on the broken weave here, but not a whole lot. There's the sleep, the trap on the ground. Athena taking a lot of damage, but Kumbhakarn as well. The volley's going to get the first blood. There goes Bigg BOiS, taking down Athena on the left side.
Really nicely done from them. Kumbhakarn is showing his play together with Artemis to come out and actually put the pressure on there. The trap into the mez, just too much. Meanwhile, solo side, Chunga's in a bit of trouble away from the tower. Doesn't have the dance available. Gonna drop 2, and that's 2 quick kills for Bigg BOiS.
Bigg BOiS are not messing around today. You see Thor already heading over the left side, knowing that Mercury is still in the solo lane. He's going to steal it, this move speed up. This is actually a very high-level tactic, but Kumbhakarn seems to smell it out, knowing that he hasn't shown up in a while. Looks like he's heading over here to try and take this one down, but that's going to be slapped up just a bit here. There goes the clean out, and he's going to pick it up. Looks like there's a bit of a freeze up here on the spectator client. Thor is just in mirror.
Hey, welcome back, guys. Sorry if you've had a few issues there. We had a bit of a freeze for a moment, but it's all fixed now. So back to the game. We did see Kumbhakarn trying to defend against the speed buff, but it does look like Thor did manage to take that one away from the jungle. So good play from Thor in the jungle there, Drybear, to deny the experience and the buff.
Yeah, exactly. Certainly a lot of opportunities, and I think the biggest thing for him is that he's able to kind of clear out the jungle on the left side because Mercury spent so much time on the right side to get that kill on Chang'e. Look at that itemization. Artemis already finishing off her Devourer's Gauntlet. Very, very high. So it looks like we're having a little bit of a problem here. And I think I really just want to show off how much better I look today than you.
How much better you look than me? That's
Yeah.
offensive. You've got a beard.
That's the point.
Like, I've got a bow tie, you've got a beard. Who wins?
Yeah, that's the point. Better. All right, guys, we're going to cut to a brief break here. So we have all sorted out for you. Thank you so much for tuning in today, and we'll see you in just a moment. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for being patient. We're back into the match here. Bigg BOiis versus Kappara is back on. Quick update, first and second blood both go to Bigg BOiis as they kill off number one, a kill for Artemis on the left side, finishing off Athena, and of course, kill in the solo lane on Chang'e.
Special delivery lands, and into the Ra sniper. Now the Kraken defensively used the shot from Neef, though, with the World Weaver to confirm it. And that's another pickup for Bigg BOiis, but one for Kappara as well.
Kumakarna coming in hot here, though. No Raw ultimate available. Dashes right to the backside. Double silent, or double sleep, I should say. But no real follow-up here. He's going to teleport away from that one. But beautiful damage from the Raw. But I think the best thing there was going to be the Kraken bait out with the ultimate. And then, of course, the Neath ultimate to finish him off there. That was a great teamwork.
Yeah, it really was. Now mid-harp is being contested by both sides, and it looks like that one actually went over to Athena. She's going to get Mez, though, and as soon as that lands, you're going to see Ra look to put the pressure on as well. Important wall coming out from Thor, though. He's got to watch his HP because he was dropping quite low. Those minions were doing work, but both mid-camps, I feel, split evenly.
Yeah, one for each side, obviously. The left one was ended up leashed away by Artemis. You don't want to get caught out there by the rotation. Of course, Ra not having his ultimate just yet. It's a very long cooldown to start out of the game, looking for that long-range snipe, but just could not have it. But that means that it's 3-1 here. The first kill is going to be going, first kill for Kappara is going to be going to Neath, actually, because that ultimate that came over ended up finishing off the rotation. So beautiful pickup there. But now right side jumping on Chang'e, looking for it, but great avoidance.
Yeah, it was really nice using that waltz well, just at the right opportunity. And Town doing a really good job of being aggressive, though. We just saw him in mid lane against Poseidon, and now straight away rotating to the right lane, just constantly looking for opportunities to gank. He's got to be careful, though, Drive, because if he continues to do that and doesn't be successful, then he's going to fall behind Thor a little bit.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And then rotations are really going to come out strong for both of them, I think. Ra, Thor on the right side, up in the air, looking for the hop wall, going to hit the time. There's the ultimate. Wall, waxing moon, crushing wave with the distance, though, no hammer, and he's A-okay.
Wet paper saves the day once again.
That was 3 ultimates.
Yep, 3 ultimates used, and he still managed to survive.
Fine.
Good crushing wave all in all from him coming out just to defend himself in that. And that's one thing that you want to do against a hub war as well, is make sure that he doesn't have that crushing wave available for damage. He has to use it to escape.
Blue buff still on the left side. Artemis and Kumakarna going to take that one down. Now Neath is left alone with the rotation from Athena. Athena's been very active across the map. Now that means that Neath is going to be getting solo experience and solo gold, whereas Kumakarna is kind of sharing that with Artemis. But as you can see, level 5 on Athena.
Yeah, big shout out to Bigg BOiis, though, because the moment they saw Athena leave, they invaded and stole the blue away. And with that failed gank, that was definitely an advantage for Bigg BOiis. Now they're going to try and take their own blue. They've got to be careful of Poseidon and Athena being about, though. That was going to give them vision of Athena rotating in. And that's going to be a 3-1 lead to Bigg BOiis, but golden experience both in their favor as well.
Oh yeah, 1,700 gold at this point of the game is a very big lead here. Blue buff's going to go over on the left side. Artemis actually leashing that one away, surprisingly. A little bit of a waste of time there. Neath and Athena are going to spot it out, or they can head over. They have the ward on the ground. There goes the help from Mercury. So Artemis is going to stack up that duration on the buff. For anyone who does not know, if you already have a blue buff and you pick up another blue buff, it just resets the duration there, regardless of where you were prior. And so that's going to be just a refresh for Artemis. Going to have a longer duration on that blue buff. Damage buff being cleared out here by Thor. This could go to Poseidon. Looks like he's on his way over. Take that one away. Ra currently sitting at level 9, so Poseidon certainly needs that damage.
Yeah, quick look at Bigg BOiis' team as well. You can see they've all completed their first items pretty much. You can already see the Dev's Gloves completed on Dvez, on the Artemis, Bancroft's Talon on Herbois, and then in the middle lane you can see Woiler has already worked on that Doom Orb. So keep an eye on him for this game because mid-camps have spawned again. We're going to see some contestation. Cumber's going to be careful though, he could get caught out there.
Now, I think he still has his passive up here. There goes the epic uppercut coming through. Mercury ultimate.
Ross
Snipe. Big
there's the
move.
combos.
Cookie goes down here. Sleep on the ground. Oh, there's a Thor dunk on 3. Berserker Bros going out here. The volley on the ground. Kumakarna ultimate is not available there. There goes the damage to the trap. Going to get the kill on Athena. Looking for Thor. Neath can't get the kill on Kumakarna, and he'll get right back up.
Kumakarna lives in that, and that's the one thing that happens with Kumakarna is when he pops his passive, people want to kill him while he's down instead of just focusing on the targets that will actually deal damage to you. Big fight for Bigg BOiis there overall. Great combination of the epic uppercut into the searing pain, followed up by the sonic boom, and it was lights out for Kappara there.
Kappara getting rotated on very heavily. They thought they had the upper hand there, but great rotations by Bigg BOiis. But I think the biggest thing is that, you know, they were really ready and willing to react to the Kumakonner ultimate, because the epic uppercut was not at a time where realistically the people in the mid lane were in a good spot to react to it, but they reacted quickly. So Raw turn, hit a maximum range ultimate, Mercury turn, hit his ultimate as well as they're falling down to the ground, and that was enough damage to take out Poseidon right off the bat.
Well, this just shows the difference between the two teams right this second in terms of how they're going, because we saw 3 ultimates used by Kappara in the solo lane on hi-rez, and he actually lived, whereas they used 3 mid. Oh, left!
Oh, right
solo
lane.
lane!
Crushing Ram gonna go through the waxing moon in response. The minions are here. There goes the damage. He just needs one hit. There it is. Neath ultimate inside the tower? No, just outside. He should be
but Thor is here, though. He's going to look for the opportunity if he can, but meanwhile, behind, Mercury's closing in. Going to actually defend well. And now Town needs to get out because he could get caught out here. The wall actually misses, but there's the taunt into the Kraken. And we're going to see Mercury drop down, trying to protect hi-rez.
Well, there goes my client.
Have you left me again?
Nothingness. I have left you
left
alone.
me again? Well, no
I
problem.
have left you alone.
I will handle it while you rejoin me, you glorious, glorious bearded fellow. So 6-2 to Bigg BOiis right now. Kappara have their work to do here, but they did get a nice pick up onto Mercury then. So Mercury going to be a little bit delayed in his jungle at the moment. Luckily for him, not much jungle available right now. You can see Athena could get caught out of position here into the mez. There's a trap, and there's the epic uppercut comes down straight into the trap, straight to the boar. Athena lights out. Good night, sweet prince. You are gone. Immediately, the combination of skills coming out there just to keep the CC chain going. We can see hi-rez looking to rotate mid, looking for an opportunity onto Poseidon, the old cookie. Sonic boom misses though from downtown from town. Downtown from town. I don't know what I did there. I'm pretty good at this. So Ra's going to push in mid lane now. We're going to see hi-rez rotate back to that right-hand lane. Meanwhile, we can see the blue buff being taken away once again by Bigg BOiis. That's the second time they've done it. And Thor goes up, so he's going to look for something. The double dunk does land. And now the fight is on as the Mez immediately disengages. Beads popped, followed by the spin to win from Thor. Looking to get the damage on, but Town rotates him once again. Now Thor's going to get out of there as Rata rotates over as well. 7-2. Gold Fury still standing. Great ward positions from Bigg BOiis too, controlling the whole half of the map. It's like a straight line, straight across there in terms of wards. And now Woyler could be caught out here. He's overextended away from the whole of his team. The whole combination hit him. He's still alive though, because the Aegis did so much work to keep him going. Now he's going to be able to sustain with the blessing, and Kappara are not going to claim anything from it. Meanwhile, right hand side, you can see that lane starting to drop down. That tower's going to drop sooner rather than later, but that will help out Chunga a little bit to be able to free farm. As we look towards the mid lane once again, we can see both mid camps spawning. I'm at 10:06, my friend. 10:07, 10:08, 10:09. Let me know when you're nearby. So mid camp spawn, right hand side did go to Bigg BOiis. Left hand side being contested at the moment between Athena and Kumbhakarna, and it looks like one for each of them there. I think Kumbha got one, and Athena and the help of Neef secured the other one there. So 7-2. Quick look at the gold and experience. We'll see 3,300 gold and 5,600 experience in favor of Bigg BOiis. And I'm at 10:32. Bye-bye.
You see Artemis actually picking up 2 actives, both purification or greater purification beads and of course Aegis pendant across the way, not even waiting to finish off the boot. So a little bit less damage of course, but now you see a lot of people that are going through there and just kind of taking things out. So on the right side we see Chunga getting knocked forward here. hi-rez is going to get dunked by the Thor though. Chunga trying to react. Neath ultimate as well. The wall's on the ground. There goes the damage. He's going to be able to escape on this one, and there goes the hit. And hi-rez gets taken out.
Big wall coming out by Cristobal there. The dunk was great, but the position of the wall just meant that he had nothing to escape from. Couldn't use the crushing wave because he would have just hit the wall and been denied his escape anyway. Waited for it to be available for him when the wall dropped. It didn't drop long enough, but look at this. Bigg BOiis looking for the Gold Fury here.
Oh, they're starting it up. Athena's in the area, though. There goes the counter ward. Of course, she's looking to take that ward out there. Kumbhakarna is on top. Looking at the itemization. Both have Hand of the Gods 3, although Thor does have Hand of the Gods 2, which does have an execute on it as well. There goes the damage on top. The board coming through. You're going to hit Neef actually right in the face.
Athena.
No trap available. There's epic uppercut. Athena's on the backside. Damage onto the trap as well as he falls. Needs a little bit more damage to the backflip. Will prevent it. The Kraken from behind. Artemis goes down.
Okay, so one pick up there for the likes of Kappara, but we did see the Gold Fury get dropped in favor of Bigg BOiis, so definitely in their favor on that one.
falling back here. Mercury's in the backside clearing out the business, but we're going to let this kind of run through as the players try to catch up to the future. Sometimes they're just so excited
Kronos.
about what's
Kronos.
happening. Kronos,
Kronos,
that and
please.
Janus. I mean, they're both just like,
Janus.
they're just
Yeah.
metallic, mechanical tricksters, and it's just ridiculous, you know?
Yeah, they do it all the time. Kronos just likes to play tricks on EU servers. That's what I think
he's
it
just
is.
upset that no one picks him anymore. And
Yeah.
Kronos just
Well,
needs
he
to get over
does.
it.
Game Hunter picks him. He shouldn't be upset by that.
He just needs to get over it. That's what
The
it comes
game.
down to.
I know. He's
feel
going to
like
go
Kronos
over it.
is a
Stop
little bit
rewinding time on us. We want to get back to the future.
He is a very butthurt Time Lord.
Where's Marty? Marty knows how to get back there.
Marty
McFly. He knows
It
how to
could
get
be
back to the
Tim.
future.
This could be Tim. This could be Tim's revenge because every single time we go
Tim.
through space, we also happen to go through Tim.
I don't like going through Tim though. He doesn't eat
You
healthily.
can't change that. It's part of us.
Have to
Tim
go through
is
space and Tim.
the process. Tim is life. Tim is love.
Tim is life, Tim is love. Yes. So
Tim is
in this game
life.
so far, we've seen Bigg BOiis come out really strong, Dry Bear and Kappara. They have some good combinations coming out with the Thor dunks coming in as well as the Krakens and such, but they are falling behind a little bit. I think they need to try and firm up in terms of warding because I feel Bigg BOiis are doing a really good job of it so far.
Well, looks like the game is going to get ready to go here very, very shortly. Watching Bigg BOiis face off against the strongest
Kappara.
team. They're going to face off in the beginning, but Kappara there, definitely a very strong lineup. We're going to cut to a brief break, guys. We'll be right back with a continuation of this match here, and we'll see you very soon. Welcome back, everybody. That last match had a little bit of a hitching issue, and so we're going to be moving on to the next round. As an update, Bigg BOiis was able to defeat out Kappara in that engagement here. So coming up next, we have a very excited matchup to watch here. Actually, very, very exciting. This is going to be Elo Fishers versus Exposed Secrets, two very high, strong teams, and things that you really want to keep your eye on is they've been performing incredibly well in the last few weeks or so, climbing their way up the rating charts, the seeding charts, and really the charts on our hearts. That's going to be the next game coming up next. We'll see you soon.